Um, Thank you everyone for coming. This morning's practice, we're going to again try and experience all the full expressions of our yoga practice. And so we'll start with a very short meditation, and we will end with a short meditation instead of Shavasana. You're free to take it in Shavasana in a reclining or lying down position if you'd like. The focus of the practice today is opening of heart center, upper back, and for lack of a better way of saying it, to counteract slump asana. And slump asana is what we do when we drive and what we do when we hold devices and what we do when we type. So we're thinking about opening up, maybe trying to do a little bit of back bending this morning. And I ask with this that you recognize any limitations that you might be working with, any sensitivities you might be working with. If you feel any compression at any time in the spine or in the low back, to modify what we're doing or come out of it. So I'll try to remind you again when we get to those points, but just wanted to set that as a thought at the beginning. And it should go without saying, I'm here as a guide for you in the practice this morning, but if anything that I suggest to you does not serve you, please feel free to take a child's pose or an alternative asana that you know will work better for you. I'd like us to start sitting in Sukhasana or some sort of a comfortable seated position. And if you're comfortable doing so, close your eyes or take a soft gaze on a spot on the floor in front of you. Just notice your body breathing, focusing on the inhales and the exhales. And if you can, I would like for you to imagine that you're seated in a kayak or on top of a stand-up paddleboard or a canoe, and you're seated in the middle of a body of still water. It could be an inlet or a lake. It's morning and the water is still, the air is still and fresh, and you're pressing your legs down into your boat. You're lengthening up through your spine. You're feeling balanced. And as you begin to take in some deeper breaths, and you notice this place around you, you feel its stillness. You notice the beautiful light of morning and how kindly it paints the colors of the water, the colors of the cattails, of the grasses. And then you begin to focus more on yourself, on your breath, and on your internal state, on how you're feeling. Maybe noticing more of a lift in your chest, just a more length in your spine, that feeling of balance. On your next inhale, repeat to yourself, I am. Exhale, safe. On the inhale, I am. On the exhale, calm. Last inhale, I feel. And on the exhale, grateful. And now allowing that breathing technique to be set aside. Flutter the eyes open. Just take a moment to know that this place or any place like it is always available to you. And although we're stuck in our houses, for a foreseeable future, that we can always look inside in our minds, in our hearts, and feel grateful and calm where we are. So if you're ready, I'm going to scoot back a little bit. We're going to start again in our seated position and do some upper back cat-cows. So inhaling the arms up and taking the hands behind the head. As you inhale, you reach the chin up and the elbows wide. As you exhale, elbows come together, chin drops, back rounds. Without pulling on the neck, being gentle, allowing the hands to cradle the head. Inhale. Allow your chin to come up, cradle the back of your head, open your arms, exhale. Inhale, wide elbows, chin lifted, looking up, exhale. Release your hands, interlace your fingers, reach your palms forward. Sit up tall, neutral spine, crown of the head reaching for the ceiling. Inhale, lift the arms up. You may have a smaller range of motion here, that's fine. Inhale, look up, reach up, press the palms up, reach out of the side bodies. Exhale, round down. Just increasing the range of motion here, maybe feeling this a little more in the shoulders, the armpits. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale, get into your shoulders, your armpits, open, reach. Your tallest reach yet, reaching for that ceiling. Exhale down. Release the hands. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left hand to the right knee, right hand directly behind your low back. Press that back hand into the floor, reach the crown of the head up. Inhale, exhale, twist. Stay here. Inhaling, exhale, look over your shoulder. Be mindful of your neck, ground down into that left hip. Inhale, exhale, begin to let it go. Reach the arms up. Exhale, right hand to left knee. Take the other side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Lengthen and twist. One more breath. And release. Reach the arms up. Exhale down. Come over on your hip and come to tabletop position, and I'll move back here. Change this real quick. This is a great place to use that padding or pillow, your towel, whatever you're using. Knees under the hips, arms directly under your shoulders, neutral spine. Press into your hands and feel activation through your shoulders. Activate through your core. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, draw forward. Take these slow, 3 circles, coming forward and feeling any place in your hip that's cranky or rusty. Breathe into that. Release and come the other direction. Notice if this feels any different. If you have any places that are tight, breathe into them. Try to create some fluidity in that joint and then release. Go to the other side, 3 circles, drawing forward, moving through your range of motion, trying to reach up to the top of that circle, reaching forward towards the elbow, keeping your core engaged, protecting your low back, pause, and 3 in the other direction. And then bring your knees back together, come to your forearms, bring one leg out and then the other, and find yourself in a forearm plank. Lift the hips, extend crown to head forward, press into your forearms, press the thigh bones up, creating lift in your legs, and take the weight out of the shoulders. See if you can feel more weight in the legs, less in the shoulders. Take a breath. When you're ready, and if you would like to try this, reach right leg up and back. Point your toe. 3-legged plank. Bring right leg back down. Reach the left leg back. Point, flex the toe. Feel the length. Bring both feet back together. Bring your knees to the mat and roll yourself back up. Don't worry, we have another chance to come back to plank. So if you feel you didn't get enough, there's more. Now I want you to come to the side, to your hip, to your forearm. So you're lying on your side. Right leg is on top of the left. I want you to bend at the knee, reach for the ankle. So you have your left leg extended, your right knee bent, and you're holding at the ankle. Strong through your core and your low back. Press into your forearm and slowly draw the knee to your nose, knee to nose, and then extend the leg back any amount. Don't pull on the leg or jerk the leg, just allow it to come back and feel a stretch through the shoulder, through the hip flexor, through the quad. Flex your foot. Slowly move through range of motion again. Exhaling, bringing the knee to the nose. Inhaling, finding that space. One more time. You might feel the glutes. You might feel the quads. Explore the sensations as you bring the knee to nose. Last time. And back. And release. Go ahead and roll through. Come to the forearm the other side. Catch your left ankle, left hand. Strong through the core. Lift through the side body, strong through that side body. Make sure you're working there. Flex the foot. Knee to nose. Take the leg back. Find the range of motion. Move slowly, deliberately. This is reclining dancer, knee to nose, in case you're wondering. Exhale, back. Last time. And exhale all the way back. And release. Roll to your stomach. Plant your forearms, your elbows and your forearms into the mat. Spread your fingers. Without lifting your torso, press your hands into the mat. Open your chest. Press the tops of feet into the mat so that you're anchoring yourself. Take a big inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, draw the chest forward any amount. Bring the chin down, lengthening through the spine, drawing your chest, your heart center, forward through both of your forearms, lifting, lengthening, and take a few breaths. Stay with your foundation in the tops of your feet, pressing into the mat. Energize your legs, lift, and bring yourself forward. This is Sphinx pose. One more breath and release. Allow your chest to come down, your forehead to the mat, windshield wiper the legs back and forth. And then walk your hands back as you begin to press up to your knees. Curl your toes under, press up to your feet, and roll up one vertebra at a time. Coming into mountain pose. Let me move this again. And we're into our standing asana practice. Just take a few quick sun breaths in and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Shake it out. Step to the top of your mat. I'll stand to the side here. Step your right foot forward and your left foot back. Find an angle with the back left foot. The right foot, all 5 toes are facing forward to the edge of your mat. Engage through your center. Bend through the front knee. Bring the torso in line with the side edge of your mat. So you're opening through the inner parts of your legs and you're lifting the torso. Inhale, lift your arms. Reset, roll them back down into your shoulders back down into their socket. And now focus on lifting the chest and pressing through your legs. Imagine with the strength of your legs, you can pull the mat apart into 2 pieces. Press into the outside edge of the back of your foot and feel perhaps your glute engage. Press strongly into the front toe mound of your front foot and feel the quad turn on. Press and turn on your legs. Reach crown of the head up. Shine the chest forward. Bring your front palm to face the ceiling. As you inhale, reach tall. Reach all the way up as if you're touching the ceiling, all the way back. Reverse your warrior. On your next breath, bring the arms forward. Bring your forearm to the top of the knee as you rotate through your chest and lift your left arm up so it's following your ear. Reach as far as you can from the tops of your fingers to the back edge of your foot. Press into your feet. Rotate the torso and reach. If you have a bind in this practice, you can bring the top hand down. Reach under the front leg. Interlace your fingers and bring the torso up, looking up over your shoulder, pressing into your hands, pressing into your feet, rotating the torso. Breathe. Release. Bring both hands to the mat. Press yourself up through your front leg. Carefully rotate the back heel in and step both feet together. I'm going to take this on the left side. I'll stay sideways to the camera here. Press forward, left foot. Right foot slightly angled. Inhale, left. Reach the arms away. Rotate the shoulders down, lift the chest. Exhale, breathe in as you bring the left foot forward. Take a couple of breaths here. Look out over your front fingers. Imagine the fierceness of this warrior pose. Try to embody it. Lift the chest. Press into your feet. With your next breath, flip the palm up, reach up, brush your fingertips across the ceiling as you reach back, opening through the side. Exhale, many options here. Hand on forearm across knee, coming to the floor and reaching, or taking the bind, coming into side angle. Rotate the chest. Fill with breath. Release your hands. Bring the back heel forward and step your feet together. All right, beautiful work. I want to now take Garbandasana, or eagle pose, which we did last time together, I think. This is a great opener for the shoulders again, and it also compresses and allows us to draw the energy to our center. So a good counter pose to what we just did. You're going to stand in Tadasana, find your alignment, find your lift. Bring left arm under right and your palms together. Bring your elbows to shoulder height. Very careful now, find a point of focus, something that's not moving. This is a balancing pose. This is something you can do with proximity to a wall, if that's helpful to you, or use a block. You can also simply take eagle arms and work openness with your shoulders, or you can match it with the leg portion of this. As you inhale, lift right leg up, flex the foot, draw across the left. This may be plenty as you sit back and lift the elbows. You can also wrap the toes around at the ankle. If you do that, you might notice your hands and arms come forward. Try to bring your shoulders back in line with your hips, strong through your core. Find your focus. Lift your arms. Feel openness through the back, through the shoulders, compression through your midline. One more breath. Release the hands, release the legs, and stand tall. Let's go to the other side. This time, left arm comes under right. Right arm comes under left. Find alignment between shoulders and hips. Inhale, left arm up, left leg up. Cross the right. Find the bind if you would like. Notice if your arms have come forward and bring them back in line with the hips. Shoulders over hips. Compress through the midline. Find your point of focus. Be strong and be still. One more nice deep breath. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Walk to the front of the mat. Stand tall and lift the torso up. We're going to do one more balancing pose. Bring your hands to heart center. Bring the focus to the right leg as you open your toes and ground down through that right foot. Allow the left leg to become lighter. Allow it to reach back as you reach the crown of the head forward, tilting on your right leg, working to bring the torso towards parallel with the floor. Find a point of focus. And then once you have it, feel free to change the position of your arms. Reach the arms out. Reach crown of the head away from the foot. Strong through your core. Press into the back leg as if you can press your back heel into the wall behind you. Open through the chest. And then with the next breath, begin to carefully bring the left leg closer to the right, both feet back together. Relax the right leg. Notice any difference between right and left. Bring the shoulders back, chest lifts. Take a breath and find your point of focus. Become light in the right side. Allow the right leg to reach back. Press strongly into your heel. Focus on your drishti, point of focus. Quiet the mind. Allow the arms to come out. And then when you're ready, bring right leg back to left and release. Standing at the front of the mat, inhale, reach up, lift up. Exhale, fold, arms coming down the center line. Reaching the fingertips towards the mat, press into your feet and allow the hips to rise as your head hangs. Take a breath, press into the feet. Now using your hands, walk your fingertips over to the right foot, outside the right foot. Left hand grounding into the mat, left fingertips, so left hand. And then feeling a stretch through maybe the right leg and the left side body. Relax your neck and head. Gently come through center. Walk to the left side. This time right fingertips are anchoring into the floor of the mat. Press into that right leg. Allow your neck to relax and come back through center. Bend at the knees, bring the hips down, reach the arms forward and come into chair pose. Reaching and lifting, tucking that tailbone if you feel any discomfort in the low back. Looking up, reaching up, broadening through your shoulders. Pressing into the heels, lifting the toes. Taking a breath. On your next breath, roll through the middle of your foot and up to the toes, pressing up on your toes, balancing. Reaching and opening your chest. Exhale, carefully roll through midfoot, back to your heels. Reach the toes up. Inhale, stand. Exhale, release the hands down. Walk to the front of the mat. Bring the feet wide and lower into a squatting position, Navasana. Pressing the hands to the insides of the knees, lifting the chest. Allow the hands to come forward. Walk the feet back. Feet are in line with your hands. Press into your hands and lift your hips for downward facing dog. Feel the length through the back of the legs. And shift side to side. And then when you're ready, carefully roll to your knees, come to your forearms, and find that forearm plank again. You may interlace the hands as you step one foot back and then the other. Find a strong straight line from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Press both feet, the big toe mound, into the mat. Lift the hips. Take a couple of breaths. As you breathe, I want to tell you a story. I was actually listening to a broadcast by Jamie Brody, who is 79 years old, going to turn 80 this month. She does a forearm plank every morning as part of her at-home regime in New York City, where she lives, for 60 seconds. We are at 35 seconds right now. Want to continue to hold and breathe. Think about Jane Brody and how awesome she is. 15 more seconds. Come to your knees at any time. Feel some heat. Lift the hips. And allow your knees to come down. Press back into child's pose. Separate the knees. Roll yourself up and come to the side of your hip. Bring the legs forward. Shift this again. I hope you enjoyed that. That's also available to you anytime that you would like. Coming to stack pose, sitting up nice and tall, finding that length and lift from the hips to the crown of the head, shoulders over hips, hands beside your legs, beside your hips. Inhale, and then begin to bring both legs up and both of your hands up. Extending hands and feet. You can bring your hands under your knees. This is Navasana, upward facing boat. Press, you can point and flex your feet. Take any variation here. Imagine the hands reaching away, chest lifting, strong through your core. Try to smile and think kind thoughts about yourself, about your yoga teacher, everyone around you. Bend the knees, bring the hands under the knees and come with your feet to the floor. Go ahead and roll back to your back. Bring your hands just under your hips, supporting your hips and your low back. Legs are extended, feet are flexed. Inhale and bring the legs all the way up, 90 degrees. Point and flex the feet. As you exhale, lower to 60 degrees and pause. Lower to 30 degrees, pause. Inhale all the way to 90. Let's just do that 2 more times. Point and flex the feet. Lower and pause. Stay with your breath. Pause. All the way back up to 90. 1 more time. 60 degrees approximately. Almost to the floor, hold. Inhale all the way up. Bring your knees into your chest and rock side to side. Bring hands under knees, create a little momentum, and rock yourself back up to seated position. Bring your feet closer to your glutes. We're going to go do Setu Dandasana, or bridge pose. Feet are parallel, toes are pointing towards the end of the mat. If you notice any discomfort in your knees, feel free to bring the feet a little wider and out just a little bit to take a little bit of pressure off the front of the knees if you feel that. Otherwise, your feet are parallel, your knees are parallel. You roll back to your back. And this begins, of course, with flattening the low back, tilting the pelvis, finding the low back in connection with the mat. Press into the soles of your feet as you lift the hips, opening through the front of the legs. Focus on pressing through your feet. Press the floor away. Allowing the chest to open. You can bring the hands together and interlace your fingers. Press your hips up. Bring the knees together. Feel the insides of the legs working to keep your knees in line. Lifting. Reaching. One more breath. Release the fingers and allow your hips to slowly flow down, one vertebra at a time. And when your low back again is making contact with the mat, bring the legs in, bring the knees into your chest and rock side to side. Now, if you did happen to bring a strap with you, I want to do some leg work with the strap to get into the hamstring and last time to get into the hip. Lie back and lift right foot up. Take the strap around the big toe mound of your right foot. Extend the leg up. Gently draw the leg towards you using the strap or using the hand to the outside of your leg. Feel a deep stretch through the hamstring. Now, using the strap in the right hand, flex strongly through the left leg. Allow the right leg to come to the side, guiding with the strap, and allowing it to come aside of your body. You can use the strap to create, again, a little bit more stretch. Take a couple of breaths. Bend your knee and bring the right leg up. And now gently bring the leg across your body to the other side, using the right arm and hand on the strap to control the descent of your leg. Feeling a strong stretch through the hip, strong through your left leg. Inhale, reach the right leg back up, bend through the knee, and switch sides. Right leg stays strong and engaged, left leg lifted, flexing through the foot. Use the strap or use your hand to draw the leg towards you. Exhale, back it off. Foot and sole of the foot pointing straight towards the ceiling. Strap in your left hand, right arm extended. Allow the leg to fall to the left side of the body, same side. And use the strap to adjust the stretch to whatever you're feeling you need today. Relax your face, breathe. When you're ready, allow the left leg to come up. Extend the leg long. Exhale, allow it to fall across the body. You can bend the knee a little bit if it's a little bit too intense. You can use the strap to modulate the extent of stretch on the side. Feel a lengthening through the top of the leg, a T-band through the hip. Release and come back through center. Move the strap aside. And sit up and come to the front of the mat. We have a few more moments, and I wanted to try another meditation to close our practice today. You feel free to roll back on your back and take Shavasana. So lying, legs slightly parted, hands at the sides of your body, eyes closed, or sitting in Sukhasana again, or any kind of comfortable seated position. Taking a few breaths. And just allowing yourself to notice the effects of your practice. Settling in, pressing into the mat, feeling lift and length in your spine. So we're going to close with a loving kindness meditation. Many of you may be familiar with it. It is 4 phrases that we repeat to ourselves. First directed at ourselves and then directed at a loved one. So let's go ahead and begin. You can bring your hands to the tops of thighs. Please take a soft gaze or eyes closed. Let's take one nice deep breath in together and exhale. Try to maintain nice, relaxed breathing throughout. And we'll begin. So repeating to yourself these 4 phrases. May I be filled with loving kindness. Imagine being filled with loving kindness. May I meet each moment as it is. May I meet each moment as it is. May I be well in my body and in my soul. May I be peaceful and at ease. And now bringing a loved one to mind and repeating the 4 phrases with that person in mind. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you meet each moment as it is. May you be well in your body and in your soul. May you be peaceful and at ease. One more breath and allow that to settle. Draw your hands to heart center. I want to thank you for practicing with me today. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste. Thank you for practicing. I hope you have a great weekend and hope to see you again.